besties, welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome to another book haul. And we have a very extensive book haul here today. I think I have 22 books to go over that I have gotten in the last month. And we did a great month this month. I only bought 3 of them. Well, really only 2 of them because my husband bought me the other one and then the other one I used store credit to get. So I really only bought 1 book and it was a book subscription service. So I think I did a great job with my book buying ban this month. Pumpkin came to say hi. So I think we should just jump right into this haul. There's lots of new books. Actually, I think all of these might be like new releases because they have been sent to me by publishers. So you guys are about to see like 20 new releases and I'm going to tell you a little bit about them to maybe get them on your radar. This is so fun. Let's get started. Okay, I'm going to start with Berkeley and Ace, which are imprints of Penguin Random House because they spoiled me this month. First up, I have Love in Plain Sight by Lauren Connolly, and either in December last year or in January this year, I read P.S. I Hate You by the same author and I loved it. It was such a sweet but so sad and emotional romance book. So I'm pretty sure that's what this one is going to be as well. And I'm just so excited. Like, I love books with emotion in them that just like rip my heart out. You know, I don't always love like a good just feel-good book. I need something devastating. Heartwarming story of healing and finding love when you least expect it, but when you need it most. I cannot wait to read this. Next, I have Seeing Other People by Emily Wibberley and Austin Sigmund Broca. I'm pretty sure they are married and they write books together, which I have read a few other books by these authors before, and I feel like they are kind of hit or miss for me. This one I'm really intrigued by because it's about 2 people haunted by their exes and they find that love isn't dead in this heartfelt romance. We have sort of a paranormal, magical realism romance on our hands with this one. And this cover I just think is so cool. It's kind of giving me the same vibes as The Dead Romantics by Ashley Poston, and I love that book. Next from Berkeley, this one is kind of like a thriller or romantic suspense, I think. If You Look by Tanya Grant. Up here it says it's kill or be canceled. And this one is about a group of influencers trapped with no internet and no way out. How many views are worth dying for? I always think books like this are fun because they feel like so outlandish yet also so real, because this day and age there's so many like influencer outings and like group influencer trips and stuff, so it's just like it makes you think, and it's like, this could definitely be a situation that people are actually stuck in, and you're just like thankful that it isn't you. I think that this one will be so fun to read this winter because obviously I actually don't know how well you guys can see the cover, but it's like in snowy mountains. So we have another wintry one here from Berkeley. This is Secret Nights and Northern Lights by Megan Oliver, and I'm pretty sure this is Megan Oliver's debut novel. Their past may be icy, but their future is burning hot, so we have a second chance romance, it sounds like. Childhood best friends and first loves are reunited on a make-or-break work trip to Iceland, with old feelings coming to the surface in this charming romance. Splendid and magical, Iceland may be freezing cold, but this romance is scorching. Mallory Marlowe, the author of Love at First Sighting, has that little quote on the back here. And I do like Love at First Sighting, so if Mallory Marlowe says this is good, I feel like I can trust her. This is so pretty. Okay, the next 4 books I'm about to show you are kind of funny. Not like the books themselves are funny, but the fact that I got the books are kind of funny. So I got the arc of Save Me, Save You, and Save Us by Mona Caston, which if you've been keeping up with my channel, you know that I've already read all of these books. I got the e-arcs sent to me, and I also got the physical copy of Save Me sent to me when it came out. So then they also sent me the physical arcs, which I'm very grateful for. I just think it's really funny considering I have already read the books and I already have some of the physical copies. And then they also sent me another physical copy of Save Us. So I will be giving this away because I don't need several copies. But if you guys don't know, Save Me is the first book in the Maxton Hall series. It is a romance trilogy. It is very messy and very drama filled. It follows Ruby and James as they're both going to Maxton Hall, basically like this prep school, because they both want to get into Oxford. But Ruby and James come from very, very different worlds. Ruby is poor and James comes from a very, very wealthy and distinguished family. So Ruby is at Maxton Hall on scholarships, whereas James, his family pays his way there. Ruby just wants to keep her head down, stay out of trouble, but she catches James's twin sister with a teacher, and James will do anything to protect his sister. So he kind of like threatens Ruby, but then him and Ruby end up becoming friends and more than friends, but it all kind of spirals out of control because there's these secrets with everyone and they're just so different. But this was a really, really enjoyable romance series, so I would definitely recommend it. Oh my gosh, this one's funny too. This is from Ace Books and this is Violet Thistlethwaite is Not a Villain Anymore. And again, I already got the arc sent to me a month or two ago. And now they also sent me a finished copy, so I will be giving this one away as well. But if you guys didn't watch my other haul where I had the arc of this is an irresistibly delightful, cozy fantasy filled with plant magic, love, and second chances. Warm and wonderful. Aw, and Ashley Poston said, I have rarely read a book so charming. Violet Thistlethwaite might not be a villain anymore, but she's definitely stolen my heart. And I do plan on reading this. Not this copy. I'm gonna read my arc copy since I'll be giving this one away. But I'm going to read this month with my friend Caitlin. So very, very excited for this. I think it's funny how Berkeley and Ace keep on sending me books that I already have. I'm very, very grateful, but I wish they would go to people who don't already have the books. That's why I'll be giving them away. And then from Ace, I have this Turns of Fate by Anne Bishop. This is an Isle of the Word novel, and this is just giving me Outlander vibes. If you've read Outlander, if you've watched the show, like, does it not give Outlander vibes? This book is about a young detective investigating crimes of the uncanny and will learn that bargains can change your fate, for good or ill, in this darkly enthralling fantasy. Ooh. Yeah, this sounds fun. It also says make your choice, change your fate. I don't know, this just sounds very, very interesting and kind of different from what I normally read. So I would like to give a huge thank you to Berkeley and Ace Books for all of the books you have sent me in the last month. I am so, so grateful for each and every one of them, and I cannot wait to read the ones that I haven't already read. Next up, I have 4 books from Source Books and Bloom Books, which Bloom Books is an imprint of Source Books, I'm pretty sure. First up, another one that looks great for the winter is Like Snow We Fell by Isla Dade. It says, she knows she should stay away from him, ... But how can she when they're living together? So it is a figure skater from Minnesota. She wants to get out of Minnesota. So she goes to this skating school in Colorado and she is paired up with another figure skater, Knox. Oh no, he's a snowboarder, excuse me. It takes place in a snowy small town. It is rivals to lovers, forced proximity, grumpy sunshine, and slow burn. As someone who is born and raised in Minnesota, I definitely relate to the main character on wanting to get out of Minnesota. So I feel like I'm really gonna enjoy this. I also love figure skating, so can't wait to cozy up with this one this winter, especially when I'm trying to avoid the outside when it's like -50 out. And then another one from Source Books is Almost One Night Stand by AJ Pine. This one is actually an arc. It doesn't come out until January 13th. And this one's also forced proximity, just like Snow We Fall. Forced to share an apartment. How long before they share a bed? Ooh, she goes home and finds out that her landlord has double rented her apartment. So now she has to share this apartment with someone who she had a one-night stand with. This sounds funny and messy. And then from Bloom, I have The Secret Fiancé. So I'm pretty sure this is in the same world and universe as like The Wrong Bride and The Temporary Wife by this author. I'm pretty sure they're all like billionaire arranged marriage romances. Definitely reminds me of Anna Huang, so I think that this would be such a good palette cleanser. And this one does have sprayed edges to match the cover. And then another one, this is actually Bloom Young Adult. In the Love Song by Emma Scott. At Santa Cruz Central High School, they called them the misfits, the outcasts, the weirdos, but most of us knew them as the Lost Boys. This has a musician hero, friends to lovers, chronic illness rep, found family, right person, wrong time, and a lot of angst. I find with Bloom young adult, they're all very, very depressing romances. Like, they're sweet, but they're also so sad and emotional, so I think I'm going to really enjoy this. Thank you so much to Source Books and Bloom Books for sending me those. Next books I'm going to go over are kind of miscellaneous, like they're several books from various publishers. The first one is from Harper Collins, and this is Christmas Camp by Karen Schaller. And this one I think is going to be really, really fun because Karen has written several Hallmark movies, and she also wrote A Christmas Prince. So I think this is one of her first books, if not her first, and it is now being made into a Hallmark movie. Or it already is. No, it already is a Hallmark movie now. And I don't care what you say if Hallmark movies are like cheesy. Yeah. They are heartwarming, Christmassy goodness. That's just what they're supposed to be. I'm pretty sure in this one, the main character, Haley, yes. She is just like this corporate weapon, right? She is dedicated to her job, doesn't care about anything else, but her boss is like, Haley, you need an attitude adjustment. Like, you need some cheer in your life. So he sends her to this Christmas camp where she has a task of like Christmassy things that she has to do before she can go back to work. And while she's there, she meets, I think, like the owner's son or the owner's grandson or something. And that's where the romance comes in. I cannot wait to read this Christmas season. It just sounds so cozy, and that's what you need. This next one, The God of Endings. This is from Flatiron Books. This is like, I don't even know. I'm gonna read it to you because I don't know how to explain it. Colette Lessange is a lonely artist who heads an elite fine art school for children in upstate New York. Her youthful beauty masks the dark truth of her life. She has endured centuries of turmoil and heartache in the wake of her grandfather's long ago decision to make her immortal like himself. Now in 1984, Colette finds her life upended by the arrival of a gifted child from a troubled home, the return of a stalking presence from her past, and her own mysteriously growing hunger for blood. So it's kind of like fantasy or magical realism. It really reminds me of The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, which I love, so I am so excited to read this one. Huge thank you to Flatiron Books for gifting me this. And then from Avon at Harper Collins Books, I got To Cage a Wild Bird. This is an arc. When does this come out? It doesn't come out until March. But this is a new dystopian romance. I am so excited for more dystopian books coming out. I read Conform recently and loved it. So I can't wait to start reading some more dystopian. This one says, enter the brutal world of Endlock, a prison where the wealthy hunt the inmates for sport. The first novel in an electrifying dystopian romance series, this high-octane debut about forbidden love, found family, and a fight for survival will leave you breathless. Thank you so much to HarperCollins for sending me this. I can't wait to read it and let you guys know my thoughts. And then from Lix Books, I got sent Anywhere, which is a Dunbridge Academy novel. And look at the pretty little sprayed edges. Like, I think that is just so cute and dainty. And this is supposed to be a lot like Maxton Hall. And obviously I enjoyed that. So I feel like I'm gonna eat this up as well. It says, Emma didn't come to Scotland to fall in love. Her exchange year at Dunbridge Academy has one purpose: finding clues about the father who abandoned her family. Enter Henry, gorgeous, charming, and unfortunately taken. He seems to be everywhere in her advanced classes, during her morning runs, and at the midnight parties. Just as happiness seems within reach, fate intervenes. Now Emma must choose between uncovering the truth about her past or fighting for a future with Henry, knowing either choice might break her heart. Oh my gosh, this has character art in the back. And then I also got sent the second book for Dunbridge Academy, which this one, when it comes out in January, it will also match the first book. Thank you so much to Lix Book for sending me these. Again, they just sound like such messy romances. It just sounds like a fun time. And lastly, we are now on to the 3 books that were not sent to me. My husband bought me Good Spirits by B.K. Borison. It is so cute. It has cute little sprayed edges. I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be like a magical realism or paranormal romance. I've heard it's very, very similar to The 7-Year Slip, which I love. And I read First Time Caller by the same author earlier this year and just loved that one so much. So I'm really hoping the writing is similar to that book, because I've also read Love Light Farms by the same author, and I did not love that one. The writing was just not great to me, but I've heard really, really good things about this one so far. It says, fall in love with the ghost of Christmas past in this magical romance. Once again, cannot wait to read this for Christmas time and just cozy up with it. And another moment for the cover, because it is so beautiful. Then for my book of the month subscription, I chose Light Breakers for my November pick. This I'm pretty sure is like time travel romance, kind of sci-fi. It says, what would you give to relive the past? I'm once again gonna read it to you because I don't know how to explain this in like a quick, short way. Maya, an artist, and Noah, a quantum physicist, share an insatiable curiosity about the world, but their happy marriage has a shadow over it. Serena, the child Noah had with his first wife, who died before she turned 4. When Noah is invited by the Janus Project to help unravel the secrets of time travel, he jumps at the opportunity. At a laboratory deep in the Texas desert, he begins participating in dangerous secret experiments that could result in something he thought impossible, seeing his daughter again. Meanwhile, Maya returns to her own past in Japan and to a formative lover who once shattered her heart. As Noah and Maya grapple with hope and despair and the tensions between holding on and letting go, new information emerges that the experiments might not be what they seem. Lightbreakers plumbs the mysteries of human connection and explores how to love in a world where time is both a healer and a thief. Honestly, I feel like this book is going to wreck me when I do read it, because I feel like it's just going to make me think about me and my husband the whole time, and that's going to make me really, really sad. Like, trying to picture myself in these characters' shoes and like, I don't know. I'm so excited for this, but also scared for if it does destroy me. Also, a little side note, I feel like this whole texture going on with this dust jacket is new to Book of the Month. Like, I don't remember them ever doing this kind of like reflective texture on their books before. Correct me if I'm wrong or if I just like haven't noticed it before, but none of my books that I already have from Book of the Month are like this. And I've had a subscription for over 2 years at this point. And the last book I am going to share with you that I got this month, and you will already know if you watched my previous video, is Alchemized. I have already read this. I basically read it right away after I got it. I had been wanting to read it for a few weeks already, and then I got it and I was like, let's just read it. And I had to devote quite a few days to reading this book because it's over 1,000 pages. It is very, very heavy, literally and like figuratively. Like, the content of the book is very heavy. So it was a very, very good read. I will dive more into it at my reading wrap up at the end of the month. I would definitely recommend it. I really, really loved it. You don't need to know like Harry Potter or anything, because that's what was holding me back from reading it, is I thought you had to be like a big Harry Potter fan and know the lore and like the magic system, and you don't. If you would have had to been a Harry Potter fan to read this, I would not have read it. So that is the end of my book haul video today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it and you saw some new books that you haven't heard of before. Maybe you want to go check them out and read them yourself. If you did enjoy the video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel. And I will see you back soon with another video. Bye!